Life is very long. T.S. Eliot. I mean, he's given credit for it because he bothered to write it down. He isn't the first person to say it. Certainly not the first person to think it, feel it. But he wrote the words on a sheet of paper and signed it. And the four-eyed prick was a genius. So if you say it, you have to say his name after it. Life is very long. T.S. Eliot. Well, absolutely goddamn right, especially in his case, since he lived to be 76 or something. A very long life, especially in those days. And he was only in his 30s when he wrote it, so he must have had some inside dope. But give the devil his due, very few poets could have made it through his trial and come out on the other side, brilliant-teened and double-breasted and Anglican. Not hard to imagine, faced with Eliot's first wife, the lovely Viv, how Hart Crane or John Berryman might have reacted. Well, just foot race to the nearest bridge, Olympian suicide list. Not Eliot. Following sufficient years of ecclesiastical guilt, plop her in the nearest asylum and get on with the day. God almighty, you have to admire the purity of the survivor's instinct. Berryman, the old goat. The world is gradually becoming a place where I do not care to be anymore. Well, I don't know what it says about me that I have a greater affinity with the damaged. Probably nothing good. Well, I admire the hell out of Eliot the poet. But the person? I can't identify. Violet, my wife. She takes pills, sometimes a great many. And they affect, among other things, her equilibrium. Fortunately, the pills she takes eliminate her need for equilibrium. So she falls when she rambles. She doesn't ramble much. My wife takes pills and I drink. That's the bargain we've struck. One of the bargains. Just one paragraph of our marriage contract. Cruel covenant. She takes pills, and I drink. I don't drink because she takes pills. As to whether she takes pills because I drink, well, I learned long ago not to speak for my wife. The reasons why we partake are anymore inconsequential. The facts are, my wife takes pills and I drink. These facts have, over time, made burdensome the maintenance of traditional American routine, the paying of bills, the purchase of goods, the cleaning of clothes or carpets or crappers. Rather than once more assume the mantle of guilt, vow abstinence with my fingers crossed in the queasy hope of right now shift. Well, I've chosen to turn my life over to a higher power and join the ranks of the hiring class. Well, it isn't a decision with which I'm entirely comfortable. I know how to launder my dirty undies. I've done it all my life. Me or my wife. But I'm finding it's getting in the way of my drinking. Something has been said for sobriety, but very little. Berryman again. Now you are here. Well, the place isn't in such bad shape, not yet. I've done all right. I've managed. Just last night I burned an awful lot of debris. You know, a simple utility bill can mean so much to a living person. Once they've passed, though, after they've passed, well, the words and numbers just seem like other worldly symbols. I mean, it's only paper. Worse than blank paper. This is clean. Well, I apologize for the temperature in here. My wife is cold-blooded. Not just in the metaphorical sense. She does not believe in air conditioning, as if it is a thing to be disbelieved. I knew Mr. Youngbird, you know. A small town. Bought many watermelon from his fruit stand. Some summers he sold fireworks too, right? I bought Roman candles for my children. He did pass, didn't he? May I ask how? Wine grapes in Oklahoma. Well, I'm sorry. May I ask about the name? Well, he was Youngbird, and you are Monevata. And does it mean Youngbird? And taking the name, that was your choice? Cheers. By night within that ancient house, immense, black, damned, anonymous. Yes? What? What, dear? No? Can you come here? This is Johnna, the young woman I told you about. Pardon? Well, yes, dear, the young woman I'm hiring to watch the place. What other woman? I hope to hire her to cook and to clean and to take you to the clinic and to the... I don't understand you. Careful. Why don't you go back to bed, sweetheart? All right. I think I mentioned on the telephone that Dr. Burke recommended you. He feels you're qualified to handle the needs of our household. Dr. Burke says you've been struggling for work. He did tell you he wanted to live in. We keep unusual hours here. Try not to differentiate between night and day. I doubt you'll be able to maintain any sort of a healthy routine. Well, the work itself, pretty mundane. I myself require very little personal attention. I thrive without it, in fact. Sort of a human cactus. My wife has been diagnosed with a touch of cancer. So she'll need to be driven to Tulsa for her final chemotherapy treatments. You're welcome to use that American-made behemoth parked in the carport. You're welcome to make use of anything, everything. All this garbage we've acquired, our life's work. If you're gonna live here, I want you to live here, you understand? Please, call me Beverly. And do you have any questions? I didn't say. My God, I nearly neglected the punchline. Mouth cancer. Oh, Valium, Vicodin, Darvon, Darvocet, Percodan, Percocet, Xanax for fun, Oxycontin in a pinch, and some Black Mollies once just to make sure I was still paying attention. And of course, Dilaudid. I should not forget Dilaudid. My wife, Violet. Violet, my wife, does not believe she needs treatment for her habit. She has been down that road once before and came out of it clean as a whistle, and then chose for herself this reality instead. You were about to ask why she isn't currently seeking treatment, weren't you? Well, good. That relieves me. Now hold on a second. My last refuge, my books. Simple pleasures like finding wild onions by the side of the road, or requited love. Read it on out. It isn't a job requirement. That's just for your enjoyment. Feel free to read any of my books. Here we go, round the prickly pear. Prickly pear. Prickly pear. Here we go, round the prickly pear.